Hey, welcome to Grommet Live. It is Wednesday night, August the 21st, and this is going to be a really, really great show. I am Greg from Grommet. I am here with my co-hostess with the mostest, Marcy McKenna. How are you doing this lovely, lovely evening?
I am doing really well, actually, and I'm doing actually so well because of a product. I have to tell you that I know we're going to get into right away, but that product is helping me right now that we're doing, and so I feel so much better because I wasn't feeling so good earlier, but now I am, and I am just really hopeful that tonight goes better than last night. We had some technical difficulties last night with the chat. So I'm just saying a little prayer that it's all working okay tonight, which so far I see a lot of people chiming in, but I'm seeing the same issue where it is, I'm seeing YouTube, but not Facebook. Really
Hmm,
strange.
interesting. Well, I will make sure I pull up Facebook on my
Good
phone
idea.
so that I have it there as well. But while we kick it off, let's talk about, as I pull up the Facebook stuff, let's talk about some of the cool things. This is a really, really special show tonight because we have a maker joining us at the end of the show. We have some giveaways. We have some incredible products. Like, give us a little preview of the show while I get the Facebook comments rocking and rolling.
Okay. Well, let me just go into some housekeeping. I want to welcome everybody. If you have never been here before, as Greg said, he's Greg. I'm Marcy. We are co-hosting Grommet Live, which is a live shopping show. But it's more than that. We have so much fun. And one of the things I love most about it is that through this show, we get to introduce you to the makers of the products that we are presenting tonight. And for the most part, we usually have almost every maker inside the chat with us. So it's so fun that you get to interact with them. You can ask them questions. Maybe you already have their product and you want to share with everybody else what your experience has been. And it's just a ton of fun when that gets going. And what's so great about that chat is that when it does get going and there's lots of activity, all of the different social media channels that we're on, they start paying attention and they start pushing it out to more and more people, which is a beautiful thing because that means that our brands get to be seen and heard more. Their products get to be put in front of people that they would have never had the opportunity to be in front of before. And that really is what this show is all about and why Greg and I wanted to do it in the first place. So I'm so excited about that. So excited to have all of you with us. And a very big highlight of the show every single time we do one is that we also do 2 product giveaways. So of the products that we're going to be presenting to you tonight, 2 of them are going to be given away. And if you have not already entered to win that, you can still do that right now with that QR code that you are seeing right there. All you have to do is take out your phone, you just take a quick picture, and then you can enter very quickly there. And because you are joining us live, we like to give you a little extra perk. We like to give you a second chance to win. So you're doubling your chances to win by just letting us know that you're here inside the chat and telling us that you want to win a giveaway. So just say giveaway or I want to win, or if there is a particular product that you see tonight that you're really loving and want to win, tell us that in the chat as well. First of all, the makers love that, of course, because it means you're loving their product, but it kind of helps us decide which products we want to give away. So we don't necessarily have all that decided before the show starts. So you actually have some say-so in that, and that makes it extra fun. I'm seeing inside the chat, we are having Facebook is moving and grooving. I see Leslie Miller, and I'm very excited to tell you guys, is going to be a very special guest tonight. It's not every show that we bring a guest on. This is one where I was very excited to invite her on, sort of last minute. It was actually last night. She was inside the chat. And Leslie has created a wonderful product that we're going to share with you a little bit later. And we're going to bring her on because with her product, she has had some major challenges as of late that she's going to share with us, because I know so many different inventors and entrepreneurs come onto this show. And if we can all kind of come together and learn from each other when these challenges come up, and how Leslie dealt with it and how she continues to deal with it, I think will help everybody. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. We're bringing her on at the very end of the show. We are saving the best for last. So that's so great. And I see Jeff Feinstein is in the chat. He is one of our makers tonight. I'm a huge fan, Jeff. Thank you so much for creating what you created, because as you'll find out very soon, it is really a game changer in my household. So thank you for that. And we have Carmen wanting to double her chances or his chances of winning the giveaway. So we got you covered there. And we have Candy all the way from Alaska. saying hi to both of us. And Jen. Jen is not with us tonight. She's on an airplane heading to Virginia to take her daughter to college. I just got done with that. Now it's her turn. So Greg and I are on our own tonight. Can we do it?
Oh man, all the buttons tonight. But I think we got this. So really excited for tonight's show. A bunch of really cool products, including Jeff's. And so let's kick this thing off with tonight's first product. I know Marcy alluded to this just a couple minutes ago, that this is almost like, well, it was a back saver for both of us today. Unbeknownst to some of you, I actually, this is my third live show of the day. I did a podcast early in the morning. I hosted a really cool event for all of our makers today, helping them get ready for Q4. And then now we're here doing Grommet Live today. So I've been sitting, I've been standing, and I needed something to, just get my lower back feeling a little bit better. And this product definitely stepped up this week. It is something that is so simple. Let me pull it up for you guys. It is the original cranial cradle, and it has so many different uses. I'm going to pull up some of them here because I want to get all of them right. And I know Marcy's going to chime in because she gets to use it today. But in just like 3 minutes, I had this on my lower back. I literally felt rejuvenated and ready to go and ready to have a great time with you guys here tonight. But it also does head and neck relief, shoulder and back relief, sacral and lower back relief. And it is something that's so simple, whether you're putting it on the back of your neck, whether you're putting it on your lower back, and in just 3 to 5 minutes, you feel great. It is such a simple and cool innovation, and it was a lifesaver to bring me some energy because it's 9 o'clock on the East Coast today. I've had 2 sick kids home, doing 3 live shows. It has been a busy day, and this got me going and feeling good for you guys here tonight. And so I'm going to bring Marcy back on to the screen here in just a second. I like giving her a heads up there, and so it's not blindsided. But I know you also got a chance to play with this today and had similar great experiences. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about Cranial Cradle, your experience, and a little bit about Barb, the inventor who came up with this amazing innovation?
Yes, Barb, are you in the chat tonight? I hope you are, because I want to thank you for coming up with this amazing innovation. And Barb actually came up with it for one of the very reason that I really love it so much is she wanted people to be able to have that relief, the tension, the stress, the anxiety even that we're having, but also the pain relief. If you have back issues or neck issues or headaches or TMJ, am I saying that right? The jaw. It targets all of that. And it's really, really incredible for something so simple, so lightweight. I think it weighs less than 5 ounces. So it is now a staple in my purse. I love that I can take it out anytime, anywhere that I'm having pain. And if you guys have been watching this show for any period of time, you know that I'm going through a lot of low back pain. And this has really, really been a helper. And that's what I was referring to earlier. I keep it when I'm sitting at my chair, I put it right behind my back here, and it just targets right, but I would say right at that sort of SI joint to just open it up and relieve it as I'm just sitting here right now. I was feeling the pain and it kind of shoots down my leg. And I was just having one of those days where I was running around and the pain was extra big today. And I thought, okay, I'm going to go into my office with this, lay down on the ground. And I followed some of the tutorial videos that she has on YouTube, and they're excellent, actually. So definitely, especially if you're going to get this, which you guys absolutely should, it is priced right. It is something that you will use every day, whether you're someone that has severe sort of issues or whether you're someone that just has a little bit of tension and maybe neck issues. That's the other thing I really love it for, is that I can just lay back as you're seeing right there in the picture, and it just relieves my neck. It's strange that this can relieve it so much. It feels almost like traction. It just gets right in the right spot, and it just opens the cervical spine up really, really nicely. So I've just been really blown away by how many different ways you can use it and how effective it is. And if you read the reviews on her website, which you absolutely should, you will be blown away by the number of people, including medical professionals, who just have said this has changed their lives in a matter of minutes. And that's what I love, is when I came through my office door, I really only had about 5 minutes, and I just peacefully, I put my favorite app on that just has peaceful music, and I put this in my my lumbar spine and laid there and just relaxed and felt so much better. So if you can get that kind of release with something like this, so easily, so affordably, without having to go get, have it professionally done, that's a win. And so on the Grommet, we have a lot of different products for neck and back. And thankfully, and these products do so well because so many of us are dealing with that. I think our stress levels are higher than ever, unfortunately, but they are. And when there are little devices that I would have never known about if it wasn't for Grommet, so thankful that we can share with everybody else. If you guys think this is something that you can use and would enjoy, let us know in the chat, because again, not only does that make Barb feel amazing that we love her product, but it gets it out there in front of more people when you start talking about it. So it really is wonderful. It is very easy to clean, very easy to take care of. You're just really going to wipe it clean, or you can, soap and water on a little washcloth and wipe it like that. And that's it. Super, super simple, but I am a huge fan of it. As you know, when it came, I thought, oh, another one of these devices. But each one has its own value in different ways. And this is one that is really, really at the top of my list. And I was so happy to see that it's so affordable, so that so many people can have those benefits. And the chat is going kind of crazy. And I know I'm missing a ton. I hope, Greg, you're keeping up with it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jessica loves that it matches my outfit. I didn't plan that.
Oh, perfect.
I swear.
I love that. Again, huge Grommet discount. Obviously, with the 20% off, it's $10 off. Takes it from $49.95 to $39.96. So it's a $10 discount that you guys are getting just here on Grommet. So get out your phones, get the camera app open, hit that QR code, head over to Grommet. Right now on Grommet, we only do have the one color, the color that you're seeing Marcy and I have. So there's no color options on the ones that we have on Grommet today. So that's the one you're going to get, but it's an awesome color. I love it. It's like perfect. Super lightweight. I know you mentioned that, but only 5 ounces. Like this thing weighs virtually nothing, which is great. And hopefully you saw as I was scrolling through some of the pictures, obviously you can lay down on it on your neck, on your back, or your lower back, but also on chairs. It works really well too. So there's some really great, what I love about some of these brands, like the instructions, the guidebooks, there's QR codes to videos that show you all how to use it, how to get the most out of it in just a few minutes, which is great. Like this isn't a 30-minute thing. It's like 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes, and you're done, which is great.
And I think that's really how she designed it. Is it's designed to work in 3 to 5 minutes. How great is that? Because how many of us have time, to spend an hour or something each day doing that? I wanted to mention one other thing because I'm getting ready to travel again. This is so perfect for traveling, because when I travel, it's usually 5 hours on the airplane, and boy, does that affect my back.
Yeah.
But typically I don't bring something because it weighs too much and takes up too much room in my carry-on. But this I absolutely will, because it weighs next to nothing. So great travel item for sure.
Love that. Great way to kick off this show tonight. The original Cranial Cradle, 109 upvotes already. Tonight is the end of their launch week. So hit that QR code, give them an upvote. It will also save it into your My Votes tab if you're not ready to purchase it today, but maybe this is a good gift going into, the holidays, something like that. But make sure you hook up Barb with a nice upvote, and a great way to kick off tonight's show. So thanks so much for being here. This next one, I'm a huge fan of. I've actually been looking for a new wallet for a long time. And you think like, well, Father's Day already passed and all that. But, as dads, as men, we need a nice wallet, When I first got this in the mail, I was like, swear brands, like what did we put on Grommet? What did we launch? I was like, Jen, I don't, my wife Jen, I was like, I don't even know what this is. As crazy as it is, because we have so many, over 1,100 products now we've launched on Grommet, so I get forgetful with some of them. And I opened it up and I saw the coolest brown leather wallet from Swear Brands. This is now, it's been over a week since I've had it in my hands. And you have looks like a black leather as well. I have the brown leather, which I absolutely love. This is very, very high quality luxury leather. It is super lightweight. It is very thin. It's meant to be a front pocket device, or front pocket wallet. I've also been using it in my back pocket as well. So either one is going to work, but this is a very, very nice wallet. So many cool little quirks and perks about it. So there is a credit card holder right on the outside. So this is like my daily use card, the card I'm using every day, the grocery store, the gas station, and there's a really cool finger slide, if you can see that here, that makes it really easy to get the cards in and out of the wallet. When you open it up, of course, it has the ID holder, which is pretty standard these days. And then it's got a bunch of really cool credit card pockets and slides here, gift cards, credit cards, whatever it is. And then they also have a pull tab, which is really nice. I haven't experimented with the pull tab as much. I was joking with Marcy before. I'm like, I only have 3 cards. Like, I'm like the most minimalist person ever. Like, I've got my main card, my credit card, and my work card, and that's it. And so I'm pretty minimal. And then the other thing that I really like, and especially because all summer I've been using cash with the kids, it's got a really cool cash clip, this metal cash clip here, that just keeps the cash right in the middle. And then when it folds up, you don't even notice that it's there. It hides it and tucks it away. It's very neat and clean. For $48 with a Grommet discount, this is a steal, because I see so many wallets that are now 100, 150, in that price range. This is a very quality wallet that I am happy and proud to wear and to pull out. And for just $48, it is a steal. So that's my take on the Swear Brands original wallet. I know, Marcy, you have the black leather one there. Tell us a little bit about this, a little bit about the brand, and what we can learn from these guys tonight.
Well, first of all, I have to agree with you. A total steal. In fact, because we get the products, they show up and I have no idea what the price is until either today or just before today. And I thought it was going to be well over $100 because it is so quality. And not only is the wallet quality, but Greg and I always love when a brand does a great job with the whole customer experience. And so when it came, this box, it's hard to tell, but it's just really, really high quality, beautifully done. It's got this fabric tab there that you pull out. And then inside, I should have had it wrapped up so you can see, because I really love this too. Just the paper that it comes in is so cool. And because it goes right along with that Swear branding. So it's got, all the different ampersands and hashtags and all of that to basically signify swearing, I guess. And so I loved that. I thought that was really fun. And then I opened it up and I was not expecting something as high quality as this, but it is so stunning. It is buttery soft, real leather, smells amazing. The things that I love the most about this, I don't know why, but I have been sort of a men's wallet junkie for lots of years. My dad, my brother, everybody, I buy multiple wallets because I just love innovation, and wallets have been trying to reinvent themselves so much, especially lately. They're trying to get really, really thin. And then they've got the ones that are, the metal titanium and all of that. So I don't use them because they're for men. So I buy them for other people and just want to know, do you love this? Do you not love it? And so when this showed up, I love that there's definitely innovation built in, but it's not over the top. It's not gimmicky at all. It's very sophisticated, classy, such an amazing gift to give any guy. But what I really love is how thin it is. And I know that is by design. And like Greg said, it's designed to be in your front pocket, which I think is great. I have heard so many men talk about how their back got bad. In fact, somebody that I was at the gym with earlier today had this issue from sitting on the wallet over years. And so it kind of got his back all out of whack. And I was blown away by that. Oh, yay. Swear Brands is inside the chat. They ethically source all of their leather from Argentina. And the leather's so good. We hope you swear by it. I do swear by it. So I swear by the leather. I swear by just how sleek and simple the design is. And I swear by the features. And so Greg talked about a lot of them. So I just want to show it to you a little bit more up close. So this is that money clip. And I like the way this one works because it keeps everything thin and slim and so easy to carry around in your pocket, where other money clips double the money over. And it just, kind of creates something a little thicker than that. So I really love this design. This pull tab here is so cool. So I wanted to just show that. I know Greg hasn't used it yet, but it was one of my favorite features because I thought it was so clever. So I've got a credit card in here and I just pull this pull tab and the credit card comes right up. Because how many times do you have credit cards that are just jammed in your wallet and it's so hard to get them out, so hard to find the one you're looking for? So this slot right here is just ideal for those credit cards that you use all the time and you just don't want to have any hassle trying to get it out. You just simply pull up and there it is. So Really, really cool. And then I also, like Greg, I really like this on the back. The fact that you've got this thumb tab, so you can just, very easily push up your credit cards and get to them easily there as well. And then, of course, there is, as he said, you've got that window for your ID. You've got more pockets here. So it's just, that wallet that has thought of all the right things, but not too much. So I am a huge fan of this. This is definitely going to be on the top of my gifting list when it comes to guys, because I think men, guys, boys really are always trying to find that perfect wallet. And I think that Swear Brands has done it in spades. I really, really do love it. Let's see. What else do we have? Don't be George Costanza. Great call on sitting on a thick, yes, sitting on a thick wallet. I don't know if anybody watches that show like we do, but I totally get that. Leslie is laughing in the chat with her little emojis. What else?
I was going to say, when you get them an upvote on Grommet, I'm on the Grommet page right now. So when you hit that QR code, you're going to see the two options here. You have the black and then you also have the brown. So you can make your selection right here from Grommet. And then you're buying directly from Swearband. So you're supporting these guys out of Massachusetts. Drew, the creator of this, just such a cool brand. I think you mentioned it earlier. It's Argentinian leather. And it is real leather. It is not faux leather. It is not, knockoff leather, whatever that it is. I think one of the things I was reading that is super cool is like, how many wallets have you purchased in your life? This is the wallet the last wallet that you have to purchase. I just love that. I think that that's super powerful to stand by. Because, as guys, like some of us, we'll have the same wallet forever. And you get together with your guy friends every once in a while. And you're like, you still got that wallet. This is a new one that I think you're going to be really proud of and that you're going to have in your wallet for a very, very long time. Time to make that upgrade. The other thing, Brad asked a really good question and Swear Brands answered it, is that it is RFID blocking, which is super important. So I'm going to scroll down to the FAQs because you guys answered that really nicely. So it's equipped with RFID technology to block RFID signals and protect the valuable information stored on the chips from unauthorized scans. So it's an extra layer of security that you are getting there. So yeah, that is included in the wallet. It does have RFID blocking technology in there. So again, just a really, really cool wallet that I want you guys to check out. So a couple things that I want you to do. I'm going to put up this QR code. I want you to get out your phone. I want you to open the camera app. I want you to hit that QR code. It is going to take you to the Swear Brands page on Grommet. On that page, I want you to hit that upvote button. This is going to help them out during launch week. It's going to help them accelerate higher on the Grommet charts. It's also going to secure that 20% discount for you guys. Takes it from $59.99 to $48. That is a huge discount. I see people right now, it's popping up on the screen, hitting that QR code. Good job. Kudos to you. Give them that upvote. The other thing that it's going to do, maybe you're not ready to purchase today, but maybe this is something you want to have on your holiday wish list, something for a husband, a father, a grandfather, a son, and you want to maybe save this for later. As soon as you upvote it, it saves it into what we call my votes. So all of the things you ever vote for on Grommet are there, so you can go back to it and you can basically create your own personal wish list on Grommet. But go check this out, get your 20% discount. What a cool product. And thank you guys so much for being here today. I'm going to bring Marcy back onto the screen. Maybe not. Where? Boop, boop. Nope.
What?
There we go. Now I got you. All right, now you're back. All right. So yeah, anything else for Swear Brands as we wrap up with these guys here today? But just a fantastic product. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah, I love it. Big
Love it.
fan.
Great job, guys. Wish you nothing but the best. Hope you have a huge Q4 with gifting. So we're going to do one more product, and then we're going to get to our first giveaway of the evening. So right now, what I want you to do is jump in that chat and say, you know what? Giveaway. I want to win the giveaway. I want maybe the Cranial Cradle that we talked about. Maybe it's Swear Brands, and maybe it's this next product that we are going to be talking about. Two ways to enter that giveaway, as Marcy just put on the screen this way. There's a QR code. You can fill out a form that will enter you into the giveaway. But the second way you can enter is, like I just said, enter the chat and let us know which product you want to win. It helps the makers. It helps this show get shown to more people. The more chat and questions and comments and all that good stuff is just good for the social. So go ahead and do that. Let's jump into this next one. This one it's super cool. It's super cute. I spoke at a big pet industry event a couple weeks ago, and this was one of my examples of amazing photography telling the story of the product. Because I think if you just told people like, hey, we have this dog onesie, like you should check it out, right? I don't think people would know what a dog onesie is or how it works or what it looks like. But the photography that they have for this photo or for this product is so cool. And I know, Marcy, you've gotten a chance to play around with this one a little bit. This is the Shed Defender, the dog onesie. I'm a big fan of the brand and everything that they're doing, but you actually got your hands on the product. So give us the breakdown. What do we need to know about the Shed Defender?
Well, I have to tell you a funny story. I'm hoping that Tyson is in the chat. Did I miss him? Oh gosh, Tyson, are you here? I hope you are, because it's so funny. Probably about a month ago after work, I went to my favorite sushi spot, which is right down the street. And I was sitting working as I was eating, and I was sitting up at the bar, and next to me was this gentleman, and he was, I think, on a date. And I was just so close to them that I could hear what they were talking about. And I heard Shark Tank, I heard e-commerce, I heard all of the words that mean magic to me. And I kept wanting to interrupt, but I didn't want to interrupt because they seemed like they were having such a nice time and I shouldn't have been eavesdropping, but I was. And she went to the bathroom and I just said, can I ask you what your product is? And we started talking and he told me all about Shed Defender. And I said, we need to get you on the Grommet. This would be a great product for Grommet. And he said, you're kidding me. I just submitted an application. I just submitted the product last week, something like that. So anyway, then it shows up at my house. It was just such a small world that it ended up being on so quickly. And I'm again hoping that he's there. Because I'm so curious if he remembers me from that. But it is a great story. I love the fact because I love my Shark Tank products. And so that his particular episode was fantastic. Ended up doing a deal with Lori, but again, they were all fighting over him. I don't believe he's still working with Lori at this point, but his product took off in such a big way. And as you guys know, I have a dog myself, Coco. And in fact, I'm just going to show it to you because I put it on Coco this morning. Actually, I almost didn't do it because Coco is very old. As you might know, she's 14 years old. And I thought, oh God, putting it on her is probably going to be painful for her. And then to me, when I think of a dog onesie, I think, gosh, to me, it seems so constraining. And I don't know. So I just worried about doing that. And I thought, I'm not going to do it. But then I did end up ultimately trying it. And I'm going to just show you right here. There's Coco. And so she's wearing this guy right here that I'm holding up. And that is the first dog onesie ever created. And I think when Tyson created it, I don't think he really knew what he had there, nor did anybody probably that first saw it. But as time unfolded, as he went on Shark Tank, different people started seeing it and finding different uses for it. And so in addition to the first use, which is really, it's designed to keep dogs from shedding all over the house, all over the car, just, keeping everything clean, keeping them clean and protected as well from things like camping. Like if you're out in the wilderness and there are ticks, or maybe there are, oh gosh, what are those called? Can't think of the name, but the stickers that can get on them. So that I think was originally those couple of reasons was the reason that he created it. And then as time went on, he realized, and different vets were reaching out to him saying, this is a brilliant product for when a dog has surgery. And we don't want them to lick their wounds. And traditionally, we would put that funky cone on their head, which Coco has had multiple times. And every time we've done that, I feel so guilty because she can't get through the door. She keeps knocking the cone everywhere. And the only reason we have that on is so she won't lick these wounds. Well, if you put Shed Defender on top of her body, she can't lick the wounds, and it's really sort of protecting them. So that is just such a brilliant, brilliant use for Shed Defender. And what I found today when I put it on, it's very hot here right now, like way more than usual. And she is a black lab. And so I was worried about the heat element. But the material, it is a poly spandex blend. It's very, very breathable. And I don't think she was hot at all. She didn't fuss. I was worried that she would just be, miserable with this on. She wasn't at all. It was very easy to put on. So again, I did like how breathable it is. It has a 4-way stretch. And so I think that's why it's so easy to put on. You put it over their head first, and then the arms, and then the legs. But then, of course, the first thing that comes to my mind is, oh my gosh, how's she going to go to the bathroom if she needs to go to the bathroom? And I'm sure many of you are wondering the same thing. So I am going to pull up a picture here just to put your mind at ease that it is possible for the dog to go to the bathroom. So they designed it with that zipper that zips up the tummy, but then it stops before the area where they would be going potty from. Is that a good way to put it? I don't know. But it's a really smart solution that has been so helpful for so many people. There are thousands of reviews, almost all of them very high, almost all of them 5-star reviews. I had fun reading them, and people just talking about the different reasons why, if your dog has any kind of a skin fungus and they're losing hair, and they're going to go to that, and they're going to scratch it, and they're going to chew it, this stops that from happening, stops it in its tracks. So again, and then, even going to the beach, getting sandy, getting dirty, you could just take this thing off and, leave the dirt at the door when you go in. So pretty cool. They have 9 different sizes. Coco weighs about 70 pounds, and this is an extra large, I believe. I'm pretty positive. I remember checking that. Yes, it is. I'm seeing the extra large right there. So that fits her perfect. So I don't know what size your guys' dogs are, but all the way from the little tinies, they have a mini, which is for 4 to 7 pound dogs, all the way up to giant, which is for 130 pound plus dogs. But this thing, I mean, who would have thunk that a dog onesie could take off in such a big way? And I think Tyson has been having so much fun with just this one item, and it's gotten, so much hype and so much acclaim that he started inventing other ones. And so he's got quite a few very cool items on his website, and I have no doubt they'll soon be coming to Grommet. Really cool leash and all kinds of things. So super fun. And it was so nice to be able to meet him in person and be able to talk about his product to all of you.
What a cool product. Again, hit that QR code. It'll take you over to their page on the Grommet. Make sure you give them an upvote, help them jump up the ranks on Grommet. Right now, there are 5 colors that we have in addition to all the sizes: a black, a royal blue, hot pink, heather gray, and camo. And then obviously pick your sizes. If you go into the photo gallery, the last picture in the gallery, I had it up on the screen just for a couple seconds, but there is a sizing guide there for you, so you can see the sizing guide and make sure that you get the right selection for you. Yeah, Marcy's got it right there as well. They've done a really good job of breaking that down for you guys. So super great product. So thankful that they are here on Grommet, and a great way to kind of end the first half of the show tonight. We've got a couple more products that we are going to be getting to, but right now, it is one of the most fun parts of the show. It is giveaway time, where one of you is going to be going home with one of the first 3 products that we have talked about here today: the Cranio Cradle, the Swear Brands Original Wallet, or the Shed Defender Dog Onesie. Jump into the comments. Let us know which one you would love to be going home with. Whether, whichever product that it is, all the makers would be really, really happy. And because Marcy and I like to plan things in advance, do you want to go? You want me to go? What do you want to do here?
Well, we do, don't we? I'll go.
All right.
I want to give them all away because everybody should try them all. But seeing that this little guy has been so helpful to me over the past few days, I want somebody else to experience how great this can be. So I am excited to be giving this one away, the Cranial Cradle. It's an awesome product. One thing I wanted to mention, Greg, you were talking about the colors. And I know we only have the green on Grommet. The other color is blue, and that's just a firmer. So there are 2 different, densities, I will say. So this one, I love. I don't think I'd want it firmer. This is perfection for me.
I think it's perfect. It was great for me as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm sure the other one's great too, but I just wanted to clarify that. And let me just check on who the winner is. The winner, I don't know if this person is inside the chat or not. It is Kara Calanio. So Kara, congratulations. If you have neck pain, back pain, any of those things, this is going to help you. You are going to be very, very happy. And Jen, although she's not here tonight, she is going to be reaching out to you tomorrow, and we'll be sending one of these out to you then. So congratulations, Kara Calanio.
Love that. Josie said that looks like it would feel incredible. We are both walking testimonials now that it does. It's great. It's a really, really good one.
It does have, I just want to show that it is cushion. It's just the right amount of cushion. So I can't stop talking about it.
Love that. Well, that's the first half of the show. We have a couple more incredible products. Plus, we have a maker joining us live here today. Maybe, possibly, hopefully, if technology works out today.
I was just going to say, I did message Leslie in the chat. And so, Leslie, if you're listening, I did send you a link for you to join us on the show. So I emailed that to you. So go ahead and click that email, and that should bring you on to the show. Not quite yet. I mean, you can come in the green room, and then after we're done with the products and the giveaway, we're going to bring you in.
Love that. That's awesome. Well, let's jump into the next one. I know this guy has been patiently waiting because he has a really cool product. It is in the end of launch week as well. So it is today's the final day of his launch week. Such a cool product in the pet space. It is like, it's weird. I think you and I have talked about this. Like, I've been asked to speak at so many pet events. There are so many pet innovators, pet inventors out there making cool stuff. And it is hard to innovate because there are so many brands out there. And I think we just saw one with the Shed Defender. And I think this is another one. It is Curry on a Stick. It is a amazing, ultimate grooming device for your pets. I know that you've had a chance to use this on Coco. I fortunately, I don't have a dog. I think there's a dog coming very soon in my future. We have, in Alabama, we stayed in an Airbnb, and there was a community dog that kept coming to our door every morning and every night. And all the neighbors are like, no, he's safe. It's great. Ashton, my 5-year-old, would not let him go ever. And like cried when we had to leave. And like, so, I think Santa might be in the dog market this year, so it might be coming. But I'm keeping this thing because
outfitted with everything you need for a dog.
I have so much dog stuff.
You're ready.
But this is a great one. I love the quality of this product. I think they did an amazing job creating this and inventing this. But I want you to break it down because I'm sure you actually got to use it on Coco. So tell us all about Curry on a Stick.
Well, Greg, were you curious about the name? I'm
always curious on the name. Well, it's funny because like when they first applied, before I even looked at it, I'm like, ooh, curry on a stick. Is this like, let's make like jerk chicken at home, or like, what are we making? And that's so yeah, I'd love to get the story from you.
Yeah, so I finally looked it up. I kept thinking the same thing too. And I thought, well, maybe this is just a family favorite. They love curry. And so that's why they named it. But then I looked it up, and actually it's a curry comb that it was named after. That is a comb that is used on horses. And as soon as I saw a picture of a curry comb, I used to have a horse, and I certainly had a curry comb and used it all the time. I think I just didn't know that that's what it was called. And I did love it, and my horse loved it, and it worked wonders. And so now I understand why this is called curry on a stick. But that does not matter. What matters is how incredible this is. And I say this all the time. It's so strange how products show up at just the right time for me and something, whatever it is that I'm going through at that time. It's so odd. In fact, this morning, a tech product showed up literally as I'm on my way out the door, needing this tech product because mine doesn't work anymore. And there's a package, and I open it, and sure enough, I can't tell you what it is, but that happened today. But my dog Coco has been having spots on her hind legs where the hair is turning from black to brown. And what I'm discovering is that it's kind of falling out in those, clumps. And so I was trying to do research and figure out what's going on with her. And what I had discovered is it's a fungal sort of bacterial infection that's causing that. We don't know what that's caused from, whether it's autoimmune or whatnot, but I know that it is not fun for her to have. And I just, as her owner, so badly want to make it better. And she also is a lab, so she's got, hip issues and different things that, can really be hard on the dog and on the owner. And when I started reading about this and researching it, it is so much more than a grooming tool. It really, more than anything, it's almost like a medical therapeutic device. So I wish you could hold it through the screen, because if you could, you would know that it's got some weight to it. It's ergonomically designed handle. It has this perfect balance to it. So there's something about that, the weight and the balance, that makes it really comfortable to hold. I actually like the weight. And I did read that it's very good for people with arthritic hands that would struggle with this. It's designed for that, but it makes it so easy to use. But it's so durable and strong and just so well made. I couldn't wait to try it on Coco, because once I started feeling these bristles, and then on this side they're thicker and stronger, I knew it was going to feel like heaven to her. And one of the things I love so much about what Jeff has created is that it's not just bathing your dog, or it's not just trying to get the fur off of your dog, and those metal combs that kind of rip out the fur. This, beyond just helping to get rid of dander and fur and all of that, what it does is really create sort of a bonding experience with you and your animal. So it's not just for dogs, as you're seeing, it is for horses, it's for cats, whatever it is that you're using it for, it's creating this wonderful bonding experience. And because it is therapeutic, it's massaging. And so you can use it for massage. And I did go to YouTube and saw some of the videos, and I did some of the ones that they recommend, and she just loved it. I did circular motions on her hips, and she didn't want me to stop. I would stop and I kind of start to walk away, and she would give me that look like, where the heck are you going? Come back here. And so I would come back. And anyway, he's got some wonderful things on his website. Definitely check that out, because it talks about all the different ways, the different acupressure points that you can use Corianis stick with your animal and really affect different elements, so that they are so much more comfortable if they're going through anything like that. So it gives them a massage, and then that massage gets the blood flowing, and the blood circulation increases, and then that's very healing and it's soothing. I mean, just on every level, she loves it so much. I have to quickly talk about, although it's not on Grommet yet, but I wanted to quickly talk about both the shampoo that you're seeing right here, because I use this with this, and she's a different dog, and this has only been a few days, but she was so uncomfortable. And this, I'm not sure which one has caused her to be a different dog, or both of them, but I think this was pretty magical. This is it's called snake oil, and it's a copper nanotechnology salve, and it looks almost like a petroleum jelly, as you're seeing there. And I just put it on those areas where she has that fungal bacterial issue. And then I use this to kind of get it in there. And she loves how it feels. And already it's starting to look so much better. And I'm so happy that this came when it came, because I was feeling so bad about what she's going through. And this has just been a lifesaver. And, I know this has been around for a while. A lot of people already know about it. A lot of people are already using it. It's new to me. And I'm so grateful for Grommet for bringing it on. So fantastic product, Jeff. And Jeff and Sharon, I don't know if Sharon's on here as well, but they've created it together. Veterinarians swear by it. It just, all kinds of accolades. It won an award. I didn't write it down. Family Choice something, a big award recently. It's an incredible pet product for sure.
Yeah, I love it. And it's a pet product. It already has 97 upvotes. So if 3 of you will hit that QR code that you see on the screen, head on over to Grommet, give it an upvote. It'll get them over the 100 mark. They're having an incredible launch week this week. And again, you can see that big Grommet discount. This is retails for $29.95. When you upvote them on the Grommet, you get that 20% discount, brings it to $23.96.
Wow.
This is the price is always, we've had a couple tonight where I'm just like, I can't even believe this is only $24. Like, that is incredible for that price. I know you walk into like kind of a normal pet store or something like that, you're going to see an item like this for, $30, $40, $50, and you're getting it. And again, you're buying them right from the makers. And I just saw they're just down the street, up the street, about an hour and a half, 2 hours away in Ocala, Florida, which is really cool. So again, you're supporting a local small business right here in the United States, which is always awesome. So thank you guys so much for being a part of Grommet Launch Week. We need to get the other products up. So right now, your account is unlocked. So get those other products up. If Marcy swears by them, we need to get them up and get them on Grommet ASAP, especially going into Q4. What a great gift item for someone. I know the chat, you guys have been joking about, like, whose horse is that? Like, it's for, like, if you know someone with a horse, like, what a cool present, because this probably isn't on, something that they're actively, talking about. Like, if you got one of these, I think you'd be very, very happy with the presentation, with the product. And again, it's going to deepen that bond that they have with their animal, whether it's, a cat, a dog, horse, whatever animal that it is. So
one last thing I want to mention that I meant to mention earlier is it is double-sided, as you're seeing there.
Yeah.
This sort of softer side is designed for the head and the neck. And so, and you're going to do pressure based on what you think your dog would like. And then this is designed for the body. So just a little clarification there.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's like a book club reunion in here. It really is.
The guys on YouTube are having a party tonight. I love it. It's fantastic. Love that. Super cool. Guys, thank you so much for being here on Grommet Live tonight. Make sure you guys go and check them out. And
Leslie is here. She made it in.
Yeah. She made it. She is hanging out. So why don't you go ahead and I'm going to have you, Marcy, introduce our guest tonight. I know that we featured them on the main Grommet Live show before. I'm sure that you've had them on some of your special Grommet Lives as well. I just featured her in an article that we just did for Valiant CEO magazine. Like, she's all over in my world. Like, I see her all the time. It is one of the most popular products. So just so you know, in 10 days, so today's August 21st, in 10 days, it'll be the 1-year anniversary of launching the new Grommet platform. And since we've launched the new Grommet platform, it's 1,100 products we have shared with millions and millions of shoppers, which is so, so cool. That Twirly Tea is one of the top 15 best-selling products out of those 1,000+ products. And so, so Leslie has a special place in my heart, in my world. I see her on our reports like all the time. And I'm just so excited that we have her here tonight. That's my intro. I know you know her as well. So give her another little bit of an intro, and then we'll bring her on live here tonight.
Yeah, well, I love hearing that. And I know Twirly Tea has been hugely popular on another site that's, sort of a, well, I'm not going to say anything about the other site because I just shouldn't, but hugely popular. And I don't think Leslie knew what she created when she made this little guy, but it is very, very popular. And she is a member of the Women Inventors Club. So I always love that. She's also a student in the Live Shopping Academy, and she just right away took to it very quickly and did an amazing job. But I mentioned, if you saw any of my social media today, when you have a successful product like Twirly Tea, unfortunately, most of the time, there is going to be a bad seed or many bad seeds that come in and, try to knock it off or hijack your listing pages on the Amazon platform. There are things that happen. And I know that Leslie has been dealing with this. And I do think that this community, because there are so many entrepreneurs on here, can really benefit from hearing her story and just learn from where she's walked, and hopefully that it wouldn't happen to somebody else. So I'm going to bring her in, first of all, to tell us about the product, because I am a huge fan of it. I actually featured it last night, and I do have a video if you want me to show it, but I'm going to bring you up here right now. Oh, where's both of us here?
Hello.
And Greg's on too. Perfect.
He's
so this is Leslie Miller, everybody, creator of Twirly Tea. Tell us all about it.
Okay. Well, this came about 2 years ago. I have one of those closets that they make, those reality shows about that's just cram packed full of stuff. But mine's kind of organized in sections. I kind of have the what were you thinking section and the cute 2 sizes ago section, but there's not a whole lot in there that I'm really thrilled to wear. It's it's difficult to find clothes that fit sometimes. If you buy things that work for the upstairs, you completely lose the main floor and you kind of look like a cement block with little arms poking out the sides. But I had tried a lot of different tying techniques, the rubber bands and the coins, and I really had a hard time working most of those techniques. I had a friend that even showed me how to tie her shirt to her belt loop, and I thought that could turn into a bad idea pretty quickly. So I was watching a program on TV, and they had a fashion expert that was demonstrating this thing he called a French tuck, and he said it would fit and trim and slim you, and I thought, well, that's really kind of cute, and a lot easier than sit-ups. So I started doing this little folding tucking maneuver, but I drink a lot of water, and so it took up too much time in my day, and my brain really, and I'm sure yours does too, goes straight after a problem. Sometimes you don't have any control over it; it just does it, and that's what happened. I had probably different 50, maybe different iterations of this product before I'm like, yeah, that's it, that's the one. So I started making these on my 3D printers, and I put them on one of those handmade e-com platforms, just for proof of concept and some market validation, and it did really well.
Yeah.
So I put it on,
That's what I was talking
and
about. You knew.
so we 3D printed these for a long time, and I did get an additive manufacturer involved to help me kind of keep up with it. And then we went on. I put it on Brand X, or maybe I should say Brand XL website, and it was doing well there. And then I applied to the Grommet, and it was featured as one of the products that was presented as a launch for International Women's Day, and it did really, really well. In fact, I had a few hundred of them already prepared and ready to go, and we started cha-chinging right off the bat, and I think we cha-chinged right out of our prepared inventory in just a few hours. And so my people showed up, and we got them together, and I'm happy to say we got everything out the same time. And then something very nefarious happened on Brand XL website. I went to check my inventory and noticed that my product was now on sale. And I thought, well, I don't remember doing that. And it, as I got to digging a little deeper into it, I found out that we'd actually been hijacked by a counterfeit company overseas, and that was a hard day. That was a really hard day. So
So
I
you were, so your listing page that it was on, without you knowing, it was put on sale,
yeah.
and it was by just one counterfeiter,
Oh,
or
we ended up with, I think there were close to 30 um, counterfeiters that were on and off that listing, and but I have to say, I'll admit I used a lot of my special occasion words, but I stayed grounded in my faith, and I knew that if we hung in there, we were going to come out better off in the long run, and that's exactly what happened. I ended up tooling up so we could scale up, and we've got this new version now that's no longer 3D printed, and it's got our trademark on the actual product now. So
trying to
I
find-
couldn't be happier with it. It feels good, and it really is very. It's got such a nice feel to it.
it does. I was looking for, I had both versions of it. So, because I was lucky enough to feature this way back when for Women Inventors Day or whatever that was. And so this is the 3D printed one. And so I thought it was so fabulous then and did such a job for me. So I'm vouching personal experience. I love this thing because I used to, when I'd go to the gym and I'd have the big baggy shirts and I'd start sweating and getting hot and I would want to tie it up. And so I would try to tie it and it didn't work so well. It did for a few minutes and then it would come out and I would just end up spending more time dealing with that than focusing on my workout.
Yep.
And so maybe that was a good thing. So when Leslie came out with this, I thought, oh, I can't wait to have this at the gym and try that. And sure enough, I tried it one time and I was hooked. And then your mind goes to all the different ways that you can use this. And so the great benefit of twirly tee is really that you can take all those shirts and blouses and all those things that aren't so flattering that you were getting ready to maybe, that are taking up space in your closet and drawers, and you can add twirly tee to the mix and suddenly they become very flattering and very, making you look a little more slender because it tucks in all the right places. It's just, as you're seeing there with the QR code, it's, less than $9. And Leslie, am I right that it comes with two, right?
Just one.
Oh, it comes with one.
7 for $9. Yeah.
Okay. The one that was sent to me was a 2-pack. So that's
Yeah.
why I was thinking that. But really one is enough. I mean, because you just use the same one. But I do, I keep one in my purse. So I always have it when I want it. And then I have one in my underwear drawer that just like with all my other little accessories that I have. And I love it. And the difference to me, and you're right, everything seems to happen for a reason, right? When you're down in the dumps and you look for that silver lining and sure enough, there it comes. And so, it did kind of light a fire under you to have to, do things a little bit differently. And the end result is really, really nice. And I can tell it's going to be hard for you to tell the difference on screen, but the difference for me is really in the pliability of it.
Yeah.
This is much more bendable, soft, easy to maneuver. Doesn't weigh as much either. I think it's a little, so it is just a very simple, but such a smart invention. And it's just, you never know when you put something out there how it's going to do. And clearly what you created spoke to so many women and continues to. So now, and so I want to ask you, how has it been resolved yet? Where are you with that?
Well, when you put something on Brand XL website or their platform, they allow you to register your brand. If you have a pending trademark or IP, which at the time my trademark was pending, but it found out that they do not, they don't really help you to enforce the IP that you have until it's actually registered. And yesterday we got a registered trademark. So yeah, so
That's
we're
fantastic.
in the process now of enforcing it. And I do want to say that before this happened, I have shopped on this platform for so many years. Not one time did I ever look to see who the seller was on a listing, and now I do because I had no idea that was even a thing. And what I found out was these are what their remedy for this is that you have to order one of these products in order to prove that it's counterfeit. So it's like almost like buying salt to put in your own wound. But they're hard plastic. This is what I got. In fact, this one I tried to put it on and it broke right in half. So you really have to be very careful when you are shopping anywhere to make sure that you know where your products are coming from. So I did want to mention that because that's good.
And I know it's done all the time with beauty products, with supplements. And so you think you're ordering one thing and it shows up, and the shame for the brand is that then you're getting bad reviews. People are thinking that you have a less than stellar product. And the shame for the customer is that they're getting a shoddy product that doesn't do at all what the real one
really
does. And that is one of the many, many things that I love about Grommet is when you buy a product on Grommet, you know exactly who you're buying from. You know it's the real thing. You're supporting the maker directly. So this is, you guys, if you're remotely considering, and I don't know why you wouldn't, for less than $9 to get one of these, try it out, take some of your shirts and tie them in all different ways. And Leslie, I think, how many different ways do you show like in your tutorials? Like
I think there's
10
5
or more?
different ways. And
Okay.
the reason why 2 are nice is because if you had those really extra big shirts, like
Oh.
the ones that, you can, move around in, the 2 of them sometimes it makes it real cute. If you do it on the sides or together, it takes up kind of the extra fabric.
I
It's
haven't tried that yet. I will have
and
to
you
try
can
that.
there's a couple of ways that you could use them as well with button down shirts. You can do the little tucky method or the little bows. There's several different.
I really like the tuck method for a lot of,
Yeah.
because you don't have to see the knot. I mean, the knots are cute and the little kind of bow and rose, kind of the different ways you can do that. But sometimes you just want it to have that perfect fit and not let people know that that you've created anything fancy to get that fit, that it just happens to fit you that
I
well.
am every once in a while I get some feedback from a customer that says I did it this way or I did it that way, and I'm like, oh, I never thought about that. I
Yeah,
had
I
I
bet.
had one customer that told me if I turn it upside down, it makes a heart, and I'm like, for sure, that is so cute. I didn't know that.
Oh, you're getting lots of good stuff in the chats. So versatile, Leslie, that's wonderful news. Congratulations. Woohoo. So many good things. Let's see, a very demure clip, very mindful. Let's see. So sorry that happened to you. Yeah, the counterfeiters, it's just such a shame. It really, really is. So it is so nice to know that with Grommet, not only that can happen, but the other thing is that they're so pro inventor.
Yes.
And really get behind the makers and the inventors and help to propel them every which way that they possibly can.
The Grommet
It's
has
pretty wonderful.
definitely been a blessing to me. I am so grateful for being able to be on this platform. Thanks,
Well, I'm
Marcy.
so grateful that it worked out for you to join us tonight to tell your story, but also to show us your amazing product again, because it is doing so well here. And I can only imagine what Q4 is going to look like for you. When I think of a stocking stuffer, I know it's a little ways away, but I can't think of a better one than this. What a
We've got
fun one.
well,
Oh, girl.
my hang on just a second.
Yeah.
All right, the cat that was up here, that is
Yes.
Sergeant Aloysius Von Crazy Pants is his name. We call him that. But he knocked down. This is our brand new packaging that
Oh, I haven't
is
seen that.
great for gifts, and it opens up like that.
Oh, it looks so great.
Yeah,
I love it.
we'll have those
Well
soon.
done. And I'm sure it still has the QR code that takes you to the tutorial videos and all that. So, yep, brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
such a great product. Let's bring Greg back in here. Where are you? There he is. Oh, we pressed the button at the same time.
This was awesome, and obviously, Leslie, terrible that you went through that. I'm glad you're coming out the other side. I think they're doing some incredible things. Just a couple things from my side is you're at 2,981 upvotes, which is absolutely insane. So you're a couple away from 3,000 upvotes. More than 1,100 orders on the Grommet since you guys have launched. And I think the cool thing is you and I have been going back and forth on email. The pink ones, we just got the pink ones up on Grommet. So now you can get the traditional one, and we also have the pink. Marcy is showing them off there.
Is it the
so
hot
now
pink
you
like
have,
that?
No, that one's the little one. That I sent you everything I had, I think.
Yeah, I have. I don't think I have the pink though, do I? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, they're
Well.
everywhere. I've got one.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so we got the pink and the white. Like, it's so cool. I love this product. Marcy, as you said, like stocking stuffers. If you're going on a girls' trip, like bachelorette parties, like anything like that, like for $8.80, like pick up 5 of them, and you're all gonna look super cute and go have a blast. I know, like when you sent them the first time, obviously handed them right over to the wife, and she uses them all the time. And just a big fan of what you're doing. And I hope that we help you to have a huge, huge Q4 and make a lot of people really happy with their gifts over the holidays.
I have to throw out a little idea for Q4 for any time, but I was thinking if you're having like a little girlfriend's luncheon or dinner or something like that, you could use these as napkin rings and give them as little kind of place setting gifts for all the girls, and put a red napkin or whatever holiday it happens to be. I don't know why that came to me and I had to share.
That's a great
I
idea.
love that. Well, Leslie, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, sharing the story. I'm sure Marcy and I are going to have you back on again and again and again, and for being a part of our community. We really appreciate it. The community that's watching tonight is loving the story. So make sure you guys go check this out. Great product, $8.80 with your Grommet discount. Woo, what a cool way to end the show tonight. I love it. I'm going to bring myself back up here. I want to say a shout out really quick. This YouTube crew, I don't know where they came from,
I
but I
know where
love
they
it.
come from. They
Their
were on
energy
last
is-
night.
Their
Yes. Hello,
energy is
YouTube.
on fire. I love it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. And before we leave today, we do have one more giveaway. So I know we're a little over time, but we definitely want somebody to go home with one of these really cool products from today. And so let's see. It's my product to give away. And I think because I want you to go spend $8.80. Go buy a twirly tea and support Leslie and her story. I want to give away the curry on a stick because these guys, I think it's a really cool product. I also think this is one of those, Marcy and I talk about this all the time. Sometimes you have to touch and feel some of these products to go, oh, I get it now. I understand why this is such a quality product. And so I would love for somebody to go home with curry on a stick today. And so, Marcy, do you have the winner? Jessica Moore says, they're all my friends. I brought them. I love, my gosh, I love this. Keep bringing them. Bring them all the time. We're here every Wednesday night. We're having a blast. And then Marcy's here. She's doing another, we'll have her talk about her special shows that he's got coming up soon. Ryan's been a blast. You guys are fantastic. But somebody has to go home with a curry on a stick tonight. So Marcy, who's our winner this evening?
Our winner is Tammy Snyder. So is Tammy, she might be in that YouTube group. I don't know, but if you are, or if you aren't, congratulations. I hope you have a dog or a cat or a horse because this is incredible.
Or else it's a great gift.
I mean, I do want to, I mean, it's hard to describe how amazing this is until you, like you said, touch it, feel it. So Tammy, you are going to love it, whatever you're going to use it for. I promise.
I love that. All right, let's wrap this up. I know you're coming back on tomorrow night to do a kind of an encore edition of Grommet Gadgets. Just give us give us some previews of the shows that are coming up.
Yeah, so tomorrow night, same time. No, actually not same time, same place. Tomorrow we're doing a new time because it is an encore of the show I did last night. So if you missed last night's show, this is your chance to see it. And the reason that I'm doing that is because we had technical issues last night and I had so many amazing products on and the makers were on, but we couldn't see them in the chat and couldn't interact with them. And it was just, you know, so disappointing because they were just all so awesome. So I said, we've got to do this again when we can get them in the chat. So I hope you guys can join me tomorrow. It's going to be 3:00 on the West Coast, 6:00 on the East Coast. And we have 8 awesome, game-changing is what we call it, game-changing gadgets. And if you were on last night, you know what I'm talking about. So definitely come back for that. And then next week, we have part 2 of the beauty series. We did Getting Gorgeous with, no, wait, that's not next week. Is it? I mean, I'm getting my dates confused. It's August 27th, whatever that is, if that's next week. And so that is part 2. Part 1 was a huge hit. In fact, I think it was our most watched episode that we've ever done. So who knew that Grommet would be seen as such a destination spot to find the coolest beauty innovation? So we had great products on last time. We have just as many great ones on the 27th. And Greg and I are going to be back with previewing new product launches. We do that every Wednesday night, just like tonight, same time, same place, 6:00 on the West Coast and 9:00 on the East Coast. And then we do have a tailgating one coming up because it is football season on the horizon.
Already.
Yeah. So that's September 3rd. And boy, does Grommet have amazing tailgate items.
Real
so
good
that's going to
stuff.
be a ton of fun.
Love it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Head on over to thegrommet.com. Hit that new tab. You'll see all the new products, the great launches that we have. Thank you so much to Leslie for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Congrats to all of our winners.